So in the movie The Wiz, the journey did not really begin for Dorothy until the scarecrow, okay, he got down off of the pole, right? He got away from them crows, okay. Oh, I didn't know this was gonna come through. Okay, wait. Hold on, y'all. Now, the scarecrow getting down off the pole, that was him deciding, you know what? I'm gonna face my fears. I'm sitting up here and I'm allowing my thoughts to create my reality for me. And I don't even know if I'm even really scared of these things. These are just ideas. These are just thoughts that I'm having floating up here. That's what the crows was, just talking that shit, like nonsense, right? But this is the key. When the scarecrow got down and he had to start taking steps, those steps were shaky. He didn't just get down and just take off running. No, it was hard. He had to one step at a time, but he had to ease on down the road, right? One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. And that is what we have to do, is take one step, put one foot in front of the other. We are not going to reach the end game all at once just because, oh, now I'm awake. No, it's still work. And even at every level of our spiritual evolution, like for me, I'm like, you know, I've been on. I shouldn't have to keep revisiting this stuff because I've been on this journey for so long. But guess what? At every point throughout that movie, what carried that movie on was that easing on down the road. How many times in The Wiz did they have to ease on down the road, right? So when I got down and I started to change my mindset, let me speak more positive, let me change my perspective, that was the first easing. And that shit is hard, and you got to take it a little by little by little. Next thing you do is work on your fucking heart chakra. You have to work on your heart chakra. You got to be like, wait, I am worthy of love this whole time. I wasn't unlovable. Then you have to ease on down that road or tap it into your emotional body. And then what was the next stop? Easing on down the road to being courageous, facing your fears, knowing and rising in yourself. That was another easing down the road. There's my kids in the street. Speaking of, look at my kids. Easing down the damn road, in the rain, in the street while I'm talking. Hello. And then, even after Dorothy collected all of the pieces of herself inside of the scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the lion, she still had to ease. They all had to ease on down the road together when they got to Oz. And then again, when they got to Oz and they figured out, oh, this whole thing was bullshit, everything I thought was a lie, they had to ease their ass on back down the road again, one step in front of the other. So it is a constant journey of being patient with yourself, going easy with yourself, being graceful with yourself as you are learning, as you are developing. So treat yourself kindly, because eventually you will get to the place that you need to go. And then from there, because the journey never ends, because even at the end of the movie, that wasn't the end, that was the beginning of the real journey. Right? Because now that was the start when she finally met Glinda, and Glinda was like, yeah, the whole time you could have got home, you had everything you needed right here. And then Dorothy was like, well, goddamn. Now I gotta go home. Take all of this knowledge, take all of the tools that I have gained and learned about myself. I have to take all of that with me. And now I go back to my real life and I implement. And that is a whole nother journey in and of itself. So I'm saying all this to say, ease on down the roads. Don't try to run. Don't sprint. You're not racing. You're not in competition with nobody. You don't have to hurry to get nowhere. This is your time. You can take your time. This is your life. This is your timeline. And so be patient with yourself. Take it easy with yourself. Be graceful with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself some love, okay? Because this is not an easy journey. Nothing about facing these fears and meeting all of these shadow forms of yourself, conquering, demons and the evil within yourself. It's not easy, but we out here doing it one step at a time. So ease on down the road.